Yeah, so this is actually my 6th stream, so I'm brand new as well. All right, so the basics of this game are collect items, get stuff, go down floors, and beat bosses. Like if we want to talk the very, very simple kind of plan. So we are playing as Maggie. So what does this character do? This character is a bit... So this is one of the more forgiving new player characters, I would say. So Enter the Gungeon. It's very similar to Enter the Gungeon. It's the same as Enter the Gungeon, except... like in concept. So they're both roguelike games. And I actually play both on stream. Those are like my style of games that I like to play. This one has a little bit less of a focus. So if I were going to describe the differences between the two, Enter the Gungeon is undoubtedly a bullet hell, right? Like, there's so much stuff on screen and dodging stuff, those bullets is super important. I would say this game does not have as much of a focus on, like, the bullet hell. I mean, it's hard to dodge some stuff for sure, but compared to Gungeon, it's not even close. Like, not even close. The thing about this game is... So, my weapons, right? I don't have a gun. I don't pick up different guns throughout the floor, or throughout the game, right? Like, I'm not holding a weapon. My weapons are my tiers. And the thing about this game that's special is instead of getting better guns, you get to upgrade your tiers. And sometimes by the end of the run, what you can pull off and what you can create and do is just the craziest thing you've ever seen. And this game is inspired by Zelda. I literally laughed out loud, right? Like tears. Yeah, so this game, I mean, it's designed to look exactly like the first Legend of Zelda game. Or look, I should say, very similar. Right? So another funny thing about this game is how absurd it is. So, like, right now we're fighting just little monsters in what's supposed to be our basement. Like, that's really what we got going on. That's this game. And I've said this before, but the more you play it, just the more desensitized you get. So when you kind of are thinking like, oh, this is just ridiculous. All right, so we're on to our first boss, which is the Duke of Flies. So this boss is super squishy. Will die relatively quickly, but he spawns just a million of these little flies. So he kind of creates this wall around him. And it's pretty obnoxious when you have, like, no damage, which we currently don't. Generally, I recommend, like, killing the flies first, then killing him. But I kind of just want to, like, murder him right now. And then kill all these flies second. But generally, like, against bosses, I'd say kill little thing, then big thing. Alright, so we got a health upgrade, which is not super useful, because we already have a bunch of it. We would rather get some stats. Alright, so basement 2, and that said Curse of the Blind. So we made it onto our next floor. And what Curse of the Blind means is that we won't be able to tell what items we're picking up. So all items look like this. It's just a question mark. Oh, that was so close. So now my emphasis is going to be on not taking damage for a little bit. And the reason is that if we are able to beat this floor without taking any red heart damage, we'll get access to a special room. You always get what you don't need. That's a fact. That is a fact. My luck on stream, it's kind of been fun. Like, every run either feels like it's insanely broken and overpowered, or I have to put, like, my entire focus and being into winning. There's no in between. It's either one of the two. Awesome. All right, I really wanted a bomb. So this is what it looks like. We have no idea what this item is. It could kill us. It could, we have no clue. We're going to risk it. Magneto. It's all right. Magneto's okay. It'll pull items to us. Let's see if is there anything. Yeah, there's nothing we can do in here. All right, so now we're going to go up to this rock right here. The one with the X on it. It's called a tinted rock. And if you blow up tinted rocks, they have spirit hearts. So now we're a lot safer. Protect our deal with the devil. I stream Fallout 76 and always get some bull that happens to me. That's a game I'm really not too familiar with, aside from that it exists. But I'm sure, watching, every streamer, you just see, truly bad luck. And there's nothing but, a feels bad, man. Hate to see it. We've gotten overall, if we're going to say on average, pretty lucky. The fact that your item luck sucks this run. Yeah, it hasn't been great so far. We still have plenty of time to turn it around. I'm not too concerned. Especially now that we got spirit hearts, we have the potential to not have to worry too much. So my active item, that golden remote, what does that do? So that's a teleporter. All right, this boss fight may be a little annoying. Oh, geez, that was scary. This is Dingle. So if we want to talk about the absurdity that I was mentioning earlier, we are literally fighting a giant poop. And there's no innuendo, kind of no fancy way around that. Just a giant poop. That's the boss, yep. And believe it or not, if you play this game enough, this is all right. It's one of the more normal things you'll run into. This isn't nothing. Nothing for Isaac. The creator really emphasizes I want to say it's dark humor. I don't know if it's supposed to be funny, but I just think it's kind of silly and goofy, and I like it. So I should probably look at my screen while I'm fighting a boss. That might be a good idea. I've kind of just been looking at chat this whole time. And so now we're going to be able to beat this boss without taking red heart damage, so we will get a deal with the devil. And I can kind of show... So this mechanic right here, the one we're about to explore, or we're about to get, is my favorite thing about this game. This door that opened right here. And unfortunately, we got not the best devil room to show off. But this is the devil room that you get by essentially playing really well on a floor. So let's pop this. All right, say item, we can't tell. 9 lives. All right, that's a bit unfortunate that I didn't know we were going to get that, but not the end of the world. So now we have 9 lives, but it takes us down to 1 red heart. Another item. Curse the tower. That is terrible. That is so rough. And our item... All right, that's not bad. So once we get down to the next floor, I will explain what all of those items do. Yeah, so we got our deal with the devil. So 9 lives, like I said, takes us down to 1 life, but gives us 9 lives in total. Curse of the Tower is pretty brutal to pick up. Every time we take damage, we're going to drop 5 bombs. And bombs are good because they blow stuff up. But bombs are bad because they hurt us. So typically with this item, I tend to think that it hurts me more than it helps me. I will probably take more damage from my own bombs than I will deal damage to enemies. What that essentially means is I'm going to have to spend a lot more time focusing on just not getting hit at all, because we might be in some trouble if we do. Alright, so we got the Hermit. And why don't we use our golden teleporter? And I don't know why it took us to that room. So my understanding of the golden teleporter is that it takes you to one of the better rooms. So it'll take you to a boss room, an item room, or a shop. But this just took us somewhere random. Hey, welcome back. You're really good at this game, man. You weren't lying. I have played around 650 hours of this game. So the reason I stream it is because it's the only game where... It's maybe not the only game, but it's one of my games where, one, I love talking about it and teaching it and explaining it to new people and just kind of exploring fun stuff. But I'm also able to consistently win and pull off the cool stuff enough to where I kind of hope it makes the whole stream more engaging. We play plenty of games on here, whether it be Dead Cells or Gungeon, that I'm not even like close to as good at. Gungeon especially Gungeon is brutally hard. And I'm improving and getting better, but we're not quite there yet. All right, so this is Big Chub. And that name is so funny, Big Chub. Big Chubby. I'm gonna call him Big Chub. I like Big Chub better than Big Chubby. I think we all know who has the better name. So he will, or it will, like kind of move along this path, and it moves really slow, but it will chew through enemies. So it'll kill enemies, and it blocks shots. So any shots that hit it will actually just be erased. So it's actually a pretty useful defensive item. It's really not bad. I think I've made it 10 floors one time. I've made it to the final boss of Gungeon like 5 or 6 times in the past few days and have not been able to beat it. And it's brutal. It's so tough. Like, I'm almost there every time. And I just haven't been able to clutch up. I'm hoping, I think we're going to play it on stream tomorrow. Well, we're definitely playing Dead Cells, because I didn't get to play that today. And I'm just going to round out the stream with Isaac, probably for the next hour. Maybe we'll do a Dead Cells run at the end. But yeah, we'll see. All right, Flat Penny, pretty good. Flat Penny means that every time we pick up a key, there's a chance it will give us or pick up a coin, there's a chance it'll give us a key. I beat Mom in this once and the Dragon and Gungeon 12 times. Damn, nice. Yeah, it's a tough game for sure. I think that's why it's so fun though, right? Like, for me, the appeal of games like Gungeon or Isaac are that the games are really hard, but like, for example, once you get good at it, so like, I'm good at Isaac now, to where I'm probably, like, I rarely die before Mom. Like, it has to be a bad run for me to die before Mom. And I probably won't take too much damage, but it just goes to show that, like, once you get better and improve and learn, the game actually does get easier despite how hard it is. And what that kind of tells you that it's not the game's fault. Like, losing in this game, yeah, you can get some BS RNG. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. But in general, it's on you. It's all patterns, exactly. And so that was a good, like, that boss was pretty tanky and annoying, and we only have our base damage. You know, we don't have anything special, but we were able to win. So we are getting pretty garbage items. Like, we have a Tears Up, which is nice, but we're on our 4th floor with no damage up. And we are just surviving by not getting hit. Like, that's really all we got going for us here. Got a mini boss here in Lust. Oh, jeez. Stay away. Stay away! Alright. So we got the virus. I'm not going to pick up this item. And the reason I'm not going to pick up this item is because it gives us a 0.1% speed downgrade, which may not sound like a lot, but when our speed is only 0.85, so it goes from 0.85 to 0.75, we're already slow, and we're going to be even slower. And being slow, it just makes dodging and everything so hard. It makes it really hard. Because, like, this enemy that charges at you, like, if you're out of position and don't have good movement speed, you're just screwed. So I think I want to keep some movement speed for now and just kind of keep going with our plan of, until we get an item spike or a power spike, don't get hit. Like, that's really all we can do for now, is try to stay healthy, except in Gungeon, if I don't have at least one boss killing item, it makes it tough to go past the 3rd floor. Exactly. This runs the same way, where you can kind of, I think Isaac, so the thing about Gungeon is that the bosses are not only like really hard in terms, for me at least, really hard in terms of patterns, like dodging. But I feel like they take way longer to kill. Just in general, like the bosses have way more health. So like here, if I just dodge for forever, I can really get away with having no damage up until a certain point. But I would agree, in Gungeon, like it's not, yeah, it feels super dependent on the weapons you get. And maybe that's not fair. Like I'm sure if you get good enough at Gungeon, it doesn't matter what items you get, you can just win. But I would say in general, it feels a bit more like in Isaac, no matter what items you get, you can win. And that's just my personal experience. And I could be totally wrong about that. And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. All right, so here's Curse of the Tower. Kind of worked in our favor there because we were able to dodge the bombs. That was way too close to killing me. Yeah, reload speed. Wow, we are getting so unlucky. This is kind of unreal. So this is Gnawed Leaf, which does nothing, but if we stand still, we don't take damage. Like that's all it does. This might be a tough one. This is looking to be a tough one. We'll have to take it as slow as possible and just kill what we can. If we get like actually 1 damage upgrade, I can make it work. Not make it work in that we can win the run. I can make it work in that we can, I don't know, move on to the next floor. I'm gonna blow this up. Alright, nothing too crazy there. Alright, we got a money poop. So a golden poop will just give you a bunch of money. Yeah, you can still do it very easily without weapon, but it's just a pain. Exactly. Like, it's just such a pain. Mom's key is good. I want something better, though. I'm going to be greedy. No. No. Still not seeing it. We'll take Humbling Bundle. So what Humbling Bundle does is if we get, like, if we were to get a key, we would get 2 keys instead. If we were to get, you know, a bomb, we'd get 2 bombs instead. So it kind of just effectively doubles your item pickups, which is pretty sick. The face she makes is terrifying. Yeah. Fuck. So even this room is annoying. So this is like what I mean by like 2 keys, right? So that you get 2 at one time instead of 1 at one time. We're doing a good job dodging, and I think Big Chub has been a big source of damage. Like I think it's actually helping a lot, especially on bosses. So, all right, we're close to our boss fight. Ah, that was really close. I can't believe I dodged that. He came right for me. We have a 67% chance of getting a deal with the devil. Or a 72% chance. You can see that in the bottom left. Kind of right above my face. And I realize OBS is covering it a little bit, and I need to make that smaller. But right below it is our chance to get an angel deal, which is also 50%. So this is the Fallen. This boss is a pain in the ass with no damage. Like, fuck this guy. Drop a bomb or something. Oh, shit. But in exchange for being a total ass and being hard, he's going to give us a deal with the devil item when we kill him. Let's go bombs. Oh, clutch. Let's go. That's huge. Synromes. Damage up, HP up, black hearts. Massive. Gungeon is just more fast-paced as well. Yeah, for sure. For sure. No, the games absolutely have their differences. But I think like what they both try to do, they do super well. So Isaac, I think thrives from outside of like the basic roguelike mechanics, right? So I guess I've talked about like individual mechanics, but I guess like as, let's just say like a grand overview, why do I like Isaac? Like what do I think is good about this game? So one, mechanically, it feels good. Like the movement is clean and tight. The mechanics to shoot is easy. So like in Gungeon, you have to, aim and accuracy is really important, right? But here, I can only shoot the 4 directions, up, down. You know, I can only shoot this way. But by having, like, less to worry about in terms of, like, specific aiming, I guess it frees you up to do other things. So, on a base, like, control level, the game feels good. It also, atmospherically, is pretty epic, in my opinion. So, like, you know, it's gross, it's nasty, it's kind of dark and a little scary at times. Enemies have really crazy designs with, like, big teeth and gross stuff. And to me, that's all just atmosphere. And it makes exploring the game just more interesting. Like, the art, yeah, exactly. The art style is amazing. The character design, all of it is just, you know, I don't know if I'd say cool is the right word. I cannot believe he's like, wow, that was so freaking close. I gotta go in 10 minutes. I appreciate you stopping by at all. And so this is an XL floor, so we have a lot more exploring to do. I don't know why I went to our boss fight right there. But, so we've established, like, the gameplay feels good. The atmosphere is good. But the primary difference is in Gungeon and in a lot of other roguelikes, and this is not a knock. Like, I'm not trying to, you know, I love both games. Like, I'm not saying this is a bad thing. It's just differences. The synergies are generally preset. Like, Gungeon has established synergies. In Isaac, item interactions are just item interactions. And you never really know what's going to happen. So when people say, like, Isaac is infinite, Gungeon is too. But not only is there, like, getting each item in Isaac, but then it's how each item interacts with each other item. Oh yeah, the rooms in Isaac are way smaller. The rooms in Isaac are designed to be like Legend of Zelda rooms. So more like containable, easy to kill, what you see is what you get, things like that. So yeah, the infinite replayability is another huge reason why this game is fun. Maybe the biggest reason why it's worth putting so much time into is that even at 650 hours, I learn new things every stream. And that is not an exaggeration. Like, just some combination or thing that I've never seen before. Not to mention, this game just has a crap load of content, unlockables, characters, stuff to do, that it just feels fresh every time you play it. And I think from a game to stream, that one looks like a super gross ball sack. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. So this is an XL floor. And I hope that kind of described, and I can talk about it a bit more if you want, but that just generally, like, briefly, outside of the specific stuff that I've talked about, where I think this game overall just has, like, good game design, and its mechanics, items, bosses, like, kind of across the map. I think it's just good game design. Just on a more general level, those are the things that I really like about this game. So this is an XL floor, which means that it will have 2 bosses and 2 item rooms. Oh, bombs, please don't blow us up. And we've already fought one of the bosses, and the second one is actually going to be the mom fight. So we are on the mom fight. Oh, crap. Oh, I cannot believe I didn't take damage there. That was terrifying. That was terrifying. I'm honestly jealous of your ability to talk so much about a game. You're doing an amazing job. That actually means so much. Like, seriously, thank you. It's kind of funny. The reason I wanted to stream in the first place is because all of the stuff I'm saying is stuff I've kind of just thought about on my own. Like, just when I'm playing, I'm like, oh, that's cool, or this or that. And streaming is now, like, the first time where I can kind of share it with new people. You know? Like, new people that haven't experienced the game. Gungeon is the same note for Infinite because not only is there a challenge of beating the game as each character, but there are also different synergies with weapons and items. And secret characters, against curse modes, rainbow runs, which I feel makes these games similar. Absolutely. Absolutely. Could not agree more. By me saying, like, Isaac is infinite, I was not trying to say that Gungeon, or imply that Gungeon isn't. I was more just talking about this game, specifically. Like, Gungeon has its own amazing strengths and weaknesses. And I think it's pretty sweet that two games in the same genre that theoretically, I don't know, should, like, quote-unquote compete, and maybe they do, are able to, like, they're able to be similar, right? In terms of, like, they have similar-ish mechanics, you know. Get items, get strong, go down floors, kill bosses. Gungeon is the perfect game, no weaknesses. Okay, Cropso. Okay. I'm sorry, my mistake. I will never say that Gungeon isn't a perfect game ever again. That was my bad. No. That's a friend of mine, so I was just giving him a tough time. Cropso and I don't know if you guys saw the stream yesterday, but we played co-op Gungeon yesterday. So we were playing at the same time. And co-op Gungeon is crazy because you have to decide how to split up the resources. So you kind of think like having two people play Gungeon at the same time would be like OP because you have twice as much stuff. But they've found a way to make it still really challenging. Which I was surprised by, right? Like, I don't know. I kind of thought it'd be easier with just two people, but I'm really impressed that it's not. Oh, fuck you, Leaper. Alright, took damage there. Oh, that was close. Curse of the Tower, we've been able to dodge all of our bombs so far. Shit. So the bombs are actually, like, pretty helpful. I'm going to be honest, I think co-op is harder. I might agree. Like, co-op is hard. Just not being able to, like, take all the guns. It's pretty tough. So, on this floor, we are going to get a deal with the devil. And while I did say, after getting ceremonial robes, this run did get a lot easier. Just because we have okay damage. So we have 5 damage, and we shoot relatively fast. So if we're talking about offensive output, right? So, like, here's a good kind of comparison. In Gungeon, the guns you get will determine damage. I mean, you can get passives too, I guess, but, like, each gun has an individual level of damage. In this game, everything stacks on top of each other. So in Gungeon, like, taking one gun and then switching to another one will sometimes remove the effect of the previous gun. Versus in this game, just everything you get stacks on top of each other. So we're at 5 damage with a relatively fast tears rate, which is 7. So 7. So you start at 10. Start with 10 tears, and then you make your way down to 7, and the maximum generally is 5. All right, so this is Tractor Beam, and we are going to take it. So Tractor Beam is a tears upgrade, so now we're down to 6. It is a range upgrade, and it is a shot speed upgrade. But what it also does is our tears now will always follow this line. That is one hard crier. Isaac is very upset. There's no doubt about it. I kind of just noticed that we have 36 keys. Like that's a lot of keys. You normally don't get 36 keys. So we might as well just open all of this because... oh, damn it. Alright, that was not my best moment. Not my best moment. More spiders die! And that's our first item room. This floor is so big. So that was this right here is an example. Why did those things float to me? Because of Magneto. So we got an item that attracts other items to me. Best Bud. So this is, once we take damage, we get a familiar. So this like little fly is going to pop out. Kinda trash. Not going to lie. Do the slots. Yeah, let's gamble a little bit. So here you pay 1 coin and can potentially get hopefully something. Game. Come on, game. Please. I can only go down to 15. That was that was so unfortunate. We played like 10 cents in the slot machine and didn't get a single thing. I mean, okay, you know, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? So we'll kill this guy, and then we'll go to our shop, which is right here. That's the last thing we have to do on this floor. And then we will finally go to the mom fight. This run's taken a long time, so generally, I want to have the mom fight done by 20 minutes. Because if you beat mom by 20 minutes, you can go to... We have so many keys, it's ridiculous. You can go to boss rush. But we're not going to get to do that. All right, let's play the crap out of our shop and get something good. Lucky Toe has appeared in the basement. I definitely need to play more Isaac. I'm just on the Gungeon grind right now. No, I feel that. Like, sometimes you just, like, you know, you got a game and you just got to play it. And especially with these roguelikes where, for me, like, beating the game and progressing and unlocking more stuff is insanely fun. Like, just insanely fun, where sometimes it's hard to get me to take breaks and switch. That's why, like, I've played Isaac so much in my life where it's kind of like riding a bike. Like, I can just play it. And that's why at the same time, like, we're learning, you know, Gungeon and Dead Cells on the side. I'm able to, like, learn new stuff in there while also kind of enjoying this. So this is the mom fight. And you'll notice her foot is slightly red. And what that means is that the red mom only does this stomp attack. So she's kind of a pushover. Like, she's really not that bad. You kind of just, like, move around and hit her when it falls. We don't have a ton of damage, so we're not, like, destroying this fight. But... really? Really, Mom? Want to be a little dick there and shoot out your shots? So now that little white fly has spawned, that's the best bud that I was talking about earlier. You want to just die? There we go. Alright, so we got to deal with the angel. And we will go to... We'll take the negative. Oh my god. We got top tier item in the game. One of the best in the entire game. Let's go. I have not gotten this on this save file. Hell yeah. Sacred Heart. Doubles our damage and homing shots. Let's go. And now... And we actually had two of the best Angel Room items possible there. Like, this was barely the better one. That's so sick. This item's pretty rare, too. So now we're going to use the active item, the present. So I talked about the present in the last run, but it gives you a random item based on whatever style of room you're in. So we're in an angel room, right? So that means that it's going to give us a random angel item. In this case, that's the Rosary, which will give us a bunch of HP. Is this Afterbirth Plus? Yep, this is Afterbirth Plus. And now we're going to do one more cool thing in a secret room. We're going to drop a bomb and fight the angel statue. Yeah, we do so much damage now. So this is definitely a one run. No doubt. And we get this key piece. So why did I do that? How do you have 37 keys? This is crazy. So we have 37 keys because of our trinket. So that thing, you can't see it on your screen because OBS is covering it up. And sorry about that. But we have Flat Penny. What Flat Penny does is every time you pick up a penny, you have a very good chance of getting a key. So I guess the homing shots are kind of deactivated when you have tractor beam. I didn't even think about that. But we're really strong right now. We do 12 damage at 7 tiers. We'll be able to beat the lamb for sure. And it's kind of cool because this is not a devil run. You should put your cam in the other bottom corner. Yeah, so it just depends if you'd rather have, and I don't know the answer to this. Oh shit! Oh wow, that was so scary. Oh. So the reason I couldn't kill that enemy right there and had to let him charge at me is because so he was white, and what that means is you have to kill every other enemy in the room before you can kill that one. Is it worth buying Plus? Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I mean, I really like Afterbirth Plus personally, and especially with the new expansion coming out. And truthfully, I don't know when. The floor names don't really matter. I'd rather be able to see your stat percentages. So you actually can see all of the stats. So there are no stats that you're missing. The only one that's slightly cut off is the angel room. So what I'll do is I'll shrink the screen. After this run, I'll shrink OBS a little bit so that you can see that last stat. How about that? Because I tried to make it so that you can see most of it, and it's almost all showing. It's just like, so that number is 62.5. And you can only kind of see the top of those numbers. But I really appreciate the feedback, because yeah, stuff like that, like exactly what you just said, is exactly, what I'm trying to figure out. Alright, homie, I'm a dip. See you later. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by. So I'm live every day from noon to 3. I stream every day from noon to 3. And I know that's not like a super long time to stream, right? Like 3 hours. But I figure while I'm still improving at streaming, doing shorter streams consistently is maybe going to be my best bet to like, I don't know, just improve as a streamer and get to learn. So yeah, feel free to stop by whenever, because really I will be in here noon to 3. All right, so we're on the boss of the womb. This floor is going pretty well. Able to find our top secret room. Yeah, and I don't really want that. So it's going to give us another heart for the next floor. And maybe we'll take it, because we already have a bunch of red hearts anyways. So generally, we're not getting a lot of deals with the devil on this floor. Or in this run. I mean, we've only gotten one, and we weren't able to get any items from it. Except there. Let's check our devil deal first. Alright, so it's Krampus, which is really unfortunate. I guess not really unfortunate. Bombs don't kill me! Fuck! Alright, so we got Lump of Coal, which is pretty good. So what does this item do? The farther your... Oh, you stream too. Gotcha. Yeah, I think that's like a pretty decent kind of length of time. So with this item, the farther your bullets go, the more damage they do. Which means that we're going to be trying to stand essentially as far away as we can. So we just picked up meat. I love that. I love that. Just meat. Kind of that like barbaric sense. And that's a damage and HP up. So I figured why not take the Eternal Heart, get some more HP. We've already committed at this point. Get away from me, you bitch. I will say, it is getting really hard to dodge because we have not gotten a single movement speed up. So the character we chose has the worst starting movement speed in the game. The standard is 1 movement speed, and she gets... We have 51 keys. Holy crap. And she gets not that. She starts with 0.85. But... so usually you're able to get like some speed upgrade. I basically just stream, and when I feel like I don't playing, I stop. Unfortunately, some of my streams are like 5 hours. No, I totally get that. Like, it's definitely a mood thing. I think the reason I'm trying to stream every day, I don't know why I'm not going in here. We have 51 keys. The reason I haven't... Really? All right, let's teleport out of here. I don't want to deal with that shit. The reason I've been streaming every day is... So this is only my 6th stream. So I've just streamed the last 6 days. And And I'm just trying to, like, I guess get consistent. Like, that's what I want to try to do first, is, like, get into the habit of streaming every day. And then maybe I will, instead of doing 7 days a week, do, like, 5 days a week, but do, like, a bit longer, something like that. And for anyone in chat who doesn't know, so aside from the stream, which starting today, all streams will be uploaded automatically to Twitch, I also have a YouTube channel where we have been uploading some of the best runs from every day. And just runs that I think help show newer players some basic stuff about the game. And we also have videos for Dead Cells. So my YouTube is the same as my Twitch username. It's Banjo8238. So if kind of after watching some of this gameplay, you want to learn a bit more about the game, I'd recommend checking out some of those games, because I think some of those runs, we picked them specifically because they show... They have like new, or show new players specific things about the game. So like different bosses, different strategies, cool synergies, stuff like that. Yeah, I feel you there. I have to start a stream schedule for when I go back to work. Yeah, I mean, given everything that's going on right now, right? Like, it's definitely fair to not have a stream schedule, or not, maybe not even have a schedule in general, because everything's just so weird at the moment, right? I think for me, streaming is something I've always wanted to try to do, but I've always kind of used the excuse of, like, I don't have time, I don't have this, especially with school, because I'm in college at the moment. So when school's in full swing, you know, it's, like, such a pain in the ass. But I figured now that, you know, all this is going on, I had no excuse to not try it. And that's essentially what I wanted to do, was like, I had no clue if I was going to love it, hate it, you know, anything in between, but I've been really lucky so far. And one, I get to play Isaac with cool people. How is that not going to be fun, right? But two, I think I've gotten really lucky with the people that have, like, come to chat and, like, watched the stream and interacted. Oh, wow, I did not want to take that damage. Because, damn it. All right, stop killing yourself, Banjo. I've gotten really lucky because everyone who's come to chat's been super cool. So I think it's made it, like, way more fun to stream. All right, I need to stop taking damage. That is for sure. Like, that was a really terrible room. Have you gotten Ludovico with Azazel first item? I don't know if I've gotten it first item, but that's, like, one of the best. I mean, Ludovico Brim is, like, top 5 most fun synergies in the game. For me. I think that synergy is so fun. Just having a tier that just murders everything. I missed the troll from yesterday. That was so funny. So yesterday, I hate that fucking enemy. Okay, all right, Banjo. All right, let's turn it around. Some guy came in and he was like, if you press Alt F4, you automatically win the run or something like that. Like, of course I didn't do it, but it was pretty funny. So some red hearts would be cool. Maybe we should be blowing up skulls to try to get some black hearts. That's what we'll do. Yeah, I have a good amount of streaming done. I've had a few people come and chat and fight. It's definitely nice to have decent people chatting. Yeah, I've gotten so lucky. Like, I haven't had any problems. The most I've had is, like, people really wanting me to play a certain way, I guess. Like, fuck this room. Fuck this room. They're like, do this, do that. And when I, like, I don't know, maybe don't feel like it, or I've got a no-hit run that way. A no-hit run feels great. Yeah, Ludovico Azazel. So for anyone that doesn't know, Azazel starts with this, like, short-range laser. And it's really powerful and kind of makes Azazel OP a little bit. And when you get this other item, Ludovico Technique, it lets you, like, control the tier independently. So basically, imagine a giant laser that you can move freely around the screen. And yeah, it's like as broken as you're imagining it to be. It's so much fun. It's awesome. I hope we get it sometime. I've gotten offered Ludovico once, I think, and we weren't able to take it because we didn't have the stats for it. But it was a lot of fun. Well, Fallout 76 is a very controversial game, so people have extreme opinions, and that is the worst. Definitely fair. I know very little about the game. Ooh, Guppy's head. Well, that's pretty cool. Have we really gone this whole run without a spacebar item? That's crazy. Without an active item? Like, what? I tend to... So, you know, maybe it's just me, but my general theory on games is let whoever enjoys them enjoy them, and if you don't, then don't. Right? Like, if someone likes a game, who cares? Like, truly, like, who cares? It just means they find it fun, right? Like, no reason to fight or do anything. Like, if someone came in here and was like, I hate The Binding of Isaac, I'd be like, cool. Like, what else is there to say, right? But, you know, that's my philosophy is I think games are such a fun thing that it's kind of a waste of time being mad about it. Now, there are exceptions to that. For example, I think it is fair. So I think criticizing a game is fair, right? Like you can say, I don't like this game because X, Y, and Z. Like, criticism is totally fine. It's more when you are like, you are a weird person for liking this thing. Don't like this thing because I don't like this thing. It's like, well, no. It's not how opinions work. Any tips for Blue Baby? I'm trying to get the D6. So, Blue Baby's a tough one. I would say there are two primary tips I would say. Maybe, so the thing about Blue Baby is managing HP, right? Because, alright, so to explain for anyone who doesn't know, Blue Baby's an unlockable character that cannot get red hearts. And what it means when you can't get red hearts is that you can't really take deals with the devil safely. I don't know what's over here. Some enemy was shooting at us. So there are kind of two general tips, I'd say, for Blue Baby. One, don't take a devil deal unless you know it's a good item. Because 3 soul hearts as Blue Baby is really valuable. Doom is done, so I'm going to go stream. Thanks for sharing. Keep it up. Yeah, definitely. And I'll be done here in a little bit, so I'll come check out your stream as soon as I'm done, for sure. You've been like an awesome chatter, just like learning about the game. I mean, even though you don't know anything about the game, just like being a cool dude and, you know, being open to learn. Yes, with valid points. I had the same conversation you said. Yeah, exactly. Joke's on them because they gave you money when they viewed the stream. Facts. So to continue on with kind of what I was saying about Blue Baby. So if you do want to go the deal with the devil route, only take items that you know are good because health is an important resource. 2, I would say deals with the angel is Blue Baby. God, I wish we had more movement speed. Like, that's really killing us right now. Deals with the angel as Blue Baby are pretty good. Ah, shit. So maybe go that path. Can you host him? That's a great idea. I didn't even think about that. That's actually like such a good idea. Thank you for that. Yeah, no, I'll definitely host him. Well, might as well, right? Like, he had a good point when he came in. You know, we're all or I shouldn't say we're all. He and I are like relatively newer streamers. Or I shouldn't say he's relatively new. I have no clue. I'm a relatively new streamer, and he came into my stream trying to help me out. So I should definitely return the favor. Oh, we got Guppy. Okay, all right, sick. So yeah, this run's like super over. I have managed to play this very sloppy, taking a bunch of damage. The lack of movement speed has been a challenge, but now we have, so let's see, Sacred Heart and Guppy on our first Maggie run. So that feels pretty good. Maggie, is it my least favorite character? Probably. I'm going to say Maggie's my least favorite character to play. Solely because of the exact problem we're having right now. Like, not having movement speed to dodge is just super annoying because sometimes even when you want to dodge something, because of your positioning and you, like, just weren't, like, you were a split second too late, you're not going to be able to kill him. Alright. Get the fuck out of here! Die, Mega Fetty! Die! Alright, that was really annoying that we're just like... I hate this fucking boss. The reason is that those spikes where they just jump everywhere and shoot, like, it's really hard to predict those. So they must have shot a poop out somewhere. There we go. Clean these up. Oh, yeah, Blue Baby. Blue Baby's so frustrating. I think, so I like Blue Baby because, so Blue Baby's designed to be hard, right? Like the character is just, you know, Edmund and the creators were like, how do we make a really challenging character? And that's Blue Baby. I will say, so I've beaten everything except Greedier mode with the Lost on hard mode. So I've beaten like Hush, Mega Satan, Delirium with the Lost. And for those that don't know, the Lost is a character where you can only take you can't get health. So you can take a maximum of 2 hits per room, or you lose the run and it's over. So I think a little bit after you do all of that with the Lost, which can be a real grind, like, don't get into that shit, takes forever. Because you have to get really, like, pretty strong runs in order to do anything, if I'm being honest. That Blue Baby does not feel nearly as bad. They should have given Blue Baby free devil deals. Yes, like, their compensation for Blue Baby is, what, he starts with, like, slightly higher stats than Isaac. Like, I think he has a little bit more movement speed, a little bit more damage, but nothing to write home about. I will say, like, I promise you, and this goes to anyone, like, if you play the game enough, eventually, because the thing that's interesting is, like, learning patterns for bosses is in some ways subconscious. So, like, there are times where you have to actively think about dodging and stuff like that. But also at a certain point, like, I can just dodge these enemies now. Like it's second nature. And that actually just comes with, like, time playing the game. So the more hours you put into, like, Blue Baby, for example, eventually, over time, you'll get a broken run and just dodge stuff that you were never able to dodge before. So, alright. I don't think I've ever seen this. And this is like a super small deal. But a random single tinted rock in the middle of the room on the dark room. Like, I had no clue that could spawn. Got a chest, a miter. Feel blessed. Nice. This run turned out to be a super sick run. Like, it was a little slow at first, but as soon as we got Sacred Heart, we were able to really pop off. And now that we have Guppy and Flight and all of the above, get off me, bud. What's still alive? Got some more poops. This has been a long run. So it's kind of funny. Because our movement speed is so freaking slow, like, it's 0.85 and hasn't gone up, this run has just taken forever to beat. Forever to beat. But we are on the lamb. We're going to win. And Curse of the Tower, I think I've given it too bad of a rap this whole time. Like, I only got hit by it a couple times, and when I did, blew my ass up. Like, there's no doubt about it. Alright, shit. I need to... Yeah, that was... I cut that a little close for comfort. Is the Bob's brain of characters. Facts. Yeah, hell no. We're not doing more for it. This is already almost an hour-long run. I don't think about that. I don't know about that one. Maggie's faith has appeared in the basement. That's a really good trinket.